Good morning. So I'm about to get ready for my trip to Washington. Checked my flight and my flight was cancelled. They rebooked my flight at 7 p.m. tonight. Apparently a lot of hassle at the airport. I think it has to do with the weather conditions or the weather forecast because they're expecting a winter storm here. So eventually I ended up rebooking my flight, going to Washington, not Dulles Airport, but Reagan Airport, and that is twice as far away. So I have to figure out how to get to Dulles, but we'll manage. We have to adapt to the new situation. So now I'll take a coffee downstairs and get ready for my flight.
People stay at home and work from home today. I'm semi-retired, so I just come out. I got my master's in college, so but
Yeah, I work in Montessori education.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So-
I work. Yeah, my passion was to teach.
Yeah.
So I grew to want to be a teacher, and because I wanted my second life to be, easier.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
Okay, just dropped off by my Uber. Funny lady who used to work in education. Now on my way to Washington, D.C. Let's go. Safely arrived at Washington, D.C. Beth Ann is picking me up. Beth Ann is an AMI trainer for 3 to 6. She has helped me a lot in organizing the course for the South African Montessori community last year. And in the next couple of days I will be staying here at the farm. So I'm excited to see her. So I just arrived at the apartment of Beth Ann and her family. I don't feel like talking a lot now. I'm quite exhausted of the trip. So I'll go and have an early night. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning from a small town close to the DC area. I'm here. It's snowing outside. It's freezing actually, -5 degrees Celsius. That's why I'm wearing my scarf. I'm getting ready to visit Middleburg Montessori School again, as I visited them yesterday as well. I will do some work with the teachers. There were a couple of teachers that participated in our course, and one still need to graduate. It's going to be a nice moment to celebrate the course and the implementation of sports in their environment. So let's go. I was getting ready for bed and almost forget to report on my day. So here it is. We had a nicely day with Middleburg Montessori, full day at the school. Worked with the teachers. First we did the official graduation or handing out their certificates because most of the teachers, they took part in the course. And so did Beth Ann Slater, who's AMI 3 to 6 trainer. So we got really valuable feedback. I had a meeting with Caitlin, the 3 to 6 teacher, who was basically already thinking quite advanced in the way she wanted to implement sports as part of her work, but she just had to connect the dots. So where it basically came down to preparing the children during the 3-hour work cycle to get them ready to have a more productive and efficient outdoor time later. So sports shouldn't be only done outside, and vice versa. Montessori also shouldn't be done only inside. If we see the outdoor environment as a learning environment as well, it will help basically everything. So that's always one of the first steps. I had the opportunity in the afternoon to also introduce some materials to the children of the 3 to 6 environment. Just some small things to show how it could work, so Caitlin could observe and see it as well. Hopefully it has helped her to get inspired and to take on next steps. Tonight we had a lovely dinner with Beth Ann, her husband, and Casella, who's also a teacher, a Montessori teacher for 6 to 12, which I spoke to yesterday, the day before. Also with her we had really interesting conversation about how to implement sports as part of the 6 to 12 work, 6 to 12 daily routine, and especially in a way that it could be initiated by the child himself. Therefore we are working on some tools and some formats we are planning to provide to teachers in the 6 to 12 environment, let's say compared to the going out forms or folders that are there. Sports could work the same for 6 to 12. Now I'm getting ready for bed because tomorrow will be a packed day. We'll have 4 school visits and I have 1 online meeting with another school, all here in the area. So I'll meet 5 schools tomorrow, and hopefully we can spread the word here, getting more people familiar with the wonderful messages of Montessori sports. Good night. Good morning. I'm about to get ready for the school visits today. Beth Ann is waiting for me in the car downstairs, so I'll better get going. So I just returned from the school visits. It was amazing to see 4 different schools. I also just finished a call with school number 5, Stanton Montessori. It was nice to see different scenarios playing out when it comes to integrating sports in their Montessori environments. I'm now going to dinner with Beth Ann and her family. So lovely dinner. I'll report back later on my findings with the schools. So I'll see you later. Okay, so I promised to report back on my day. I'm just returned from dinner at Beth Ann, and well, today we had 4 school visits. Well, I will just give a summary of my school visits. We visited 4 schools, all different schools, which was nice to see. The first one was quite a big 1 classroom school with, well, I have to say, some challenges with regards to the outdoor area, but because of the large space there would be possibilities to do sports and movement activities indoors as well. Then we had 2 schools. One was the Montessori Oakton school, or Montessori School of Oakton, which was a really nice school. It was a relatively old school already with Carolyn, a wonderful lady who runs the school. I showed her how she could use the hallway as an extension of the learning environment of children, providing it with, of course, appropriate presentations and materials, but yeah, hallway would be a perfect fit, especially for primary level. When it comes to elementary, we talked about this before, but they would be able to go out themselves, and they were on the top level. Yeah, they are a little bit more independent, so they have the ability to organize a going out, as they usually do, themselves, and this could of course be initiated by the child or a group of children. So then we went to Aiden Montessori, which is one of the oldest Montessori schools in Washington, D.C., Really nice environment. They had everything from toddler up till upper elementary, up till 12 years old. Even met brother and sister whose parents came from Holland, so I could talk some Dutch over there. Apparently, a lot of diplomats are residing in Washington D.C., which makes sense. But they send their children to Montessori schools. Ada Montessori, also really nice school with a beautiful outdoor environment, a lot of outdoor possibilities. So it's just an interesting difference to see that we don't see or we don't consider the outdoor environment as part of the learning environment of children, including all of the materials we need to provide and prepare. Then lastly, we went to Lee's Montessori. That's one of the public Montessori schools that is in Washington, D.C. It was nice to meet Essence there because she already took one of our introductory workshops through our website, so she was already familiar with the concept of Montessori sports, and she was doing a lot. I mean, I think PE teachers or sports coaches, especially PE teachers in this case, they can relate. She was the only one for the whole school. She had to serve 300 children per week, and next to that she was also a intervention teacher, as they call it. So she had to mentor 44 children in the morning, and she had to see them twice a week. A lot of work. I told her respect for what she is doing, and I believe she deserves more support. So hopefully we can offer her a little bit more support on what she is doing. Train her, train maybe some other teachers as well to support her in PE and sports classes. So we'll see how that will go and how that will progress. Tomorrow morning I'm waking up early. Well, not that early. I think around 9 o'clock to meet Erica Field, who is one of our graduates. You might have seen her on our Instagram before, and I'm catching up with her again to see how she's doing. She just gave birth to her second child. So let's see what the day brings tomorrow, and then after that I'll be heading to the airport to travel to my last destination, Toronto.